This is another movie that I went into with low expectations, primarily because whenever I'm looking at the trailer for any kind of mass movies, I go into it with very low expectations because I don't want to, go into the movie with very high expectations, then walk out of it disappointed because I know it is a mass action film and you are gonna find something that's gonna be disappointing. And again, I was entertained by this film a whole lot. I found this movie to be very entertaining, but I have some issues with the film. So yeah, I watched the Ajith Kumar star Thunivu. It is an entertaining movie. Ajith Kumar is most definitely the highlight of the film. It is so entertaining to see him dance like Michael Jackson, come up with clever remarks and beat people up. And mind you, you are watching a mass action film, so you know the protagonist is going to be an indestructible person, especially when it's nearing the climax. Is definitely indestructible. But what I love about this movie is that it does show he does get hurt, he gets shot, he gets stabbed. The problem is that you don't see him in pain, but you do get to see him hurt. You get to see him injured, and that goes for all the characters, not only Ajith Kumar. All the characters get somewhat injured during the heist, or at least at some point in the movie. I like that about this, even though in the end it with sometimes even within the same scene they act like that never even happened. So yeah, the impact of it is very less, but I do like that it was there. Manju Warrier is so cool in this film. She has contributes so much more to this movie than Huma Qureshi's character in Valime, movie that I actually did a video on. I think you'll find it in my channel. Like, she does so much more. She offers back-end assistance. She is very cool action-wise. There's a scene where I don't want to give too much away, but there's an action scene that involves her and only her, and she is very capable as a companion. Like, she's a very effective partner overall. Once you watch the movie, you get to know that, and she was so cool to watch on film. The only issue is that she doesn't have any dialogues. Her dialogues are so limited. The movie has a fantastic sense of humor, and I found myself laughing so hard at certain scenes, mostly in the second half. I also enjoyed Samuthirakani's performance and what he does in the film. I also enjoyed how Dark Devil and Kanmani, Ajith Kumar and Manju Warrier's characters, how they analyze and plan ahead so well that they appear to be soothsayers, which means people who can predict the future, because the way they plan ahead and how effective their plan is, so much so that they don't face a single inconvenience. And even the minor inconveniences they face, they basically turn it around as if they were expecting it at some point. I just found that to be surprising, a little bit surprising, and in some ways entertaining. My biggest issue with the film is the pacing. The movie moves at such a quick pace that you don't get to, the director never lets any of the scenes breathe. And because of that, any emotional weight that the movie was even trying to accomplish, none of that sinks in. And it feels like you're watching the movie at double speed, as if you crank the movie speed up to 2 times and you're watching the movie like that. And because of that, none of the emotional weight sinks in, and you're just not as invested in the emotional core of the film. Also, the movie in the first half appears to be a little bit dark, and once the movie gets to the second half, there's a sudden shift in tone where, the movie starts telling us one story after another, which doesn't seem compatible with the movie's grim nature. And it also felt a bit weird when all of the criticism is given by a contract robber. And finally, there's zero depth to any of the characters. I think you were expecting that if you watched the trailer. You don't give a damn about any of the characters. At least emotionally you don't. You care for Ajith Kumar, Manju Warrier because they look cool, and they're the protagonists. But aside from that, you don't care for any of them. Ajith Kumar's character has no personal incentive to carry out the robbery. This is just another job for him. Like, he's doing it out of the sentiment because they helped them at a situation. He's helping them. So this is basically just another job for him. So it's very hard to root for him when there's no personal motivation for him to do the robbery. Like, you don't get to see how the robbery has affected him because it hasn't. But when you take everything into consideration, Thunivu is a very interesting film, but it had the potential to be a whole lot more. The movie is entertaining, especially for Ajith Kumar fans. If you're a fan of Ajith Kumar, you are definitely going to like this film because most of these are like checklisted for Ajith Kumar fans. But all of the shortcomings in this film just makes it, at least for the general audience, another just casual Ajith Kumar film. I don't know how memorable this is going to be, but it's just another one-time watch casual Ajith Kumar film.
Girl, you shut me down and there's no witness. Got me in my feels, she would never listen. All the alcohol is in my liver. I guess I lost and you're the winner. Missing your touch, you were a good kisser. I was born a saint, but now I'm a sinner. Falling for you.